Welcome to Reality is Undefeated. I'm Matt Gatewood. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get started, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's go time. So I seen this video of this young lady saying, is it her or does it all of a sudden feel like we're in the middle of a gender war? And when I saw this video about a month ago, I laughed, and I laughed because of the all of a sudden part, right? Because this isn't something that happened all of a sudden. This has been in the work for decades. Nobody really cared to pay attention to it. Like everything else in the black community, we don't deal with anything until it's right there in our face. And right now, the fact that black men and black women aren't on the same page is completely in our face. You know, and so the young lady is completely correct. We are in the middle of a gender war. It just didn't happen all of a sudden. I'm not blaming any group for this, right? Yes, it's the music. Yes, it's the television. Yes, it's the film. Yes, it's everything as it pertains to, you know, the black community. Everything is playing an influence. Everything is influencing it, right? But I'm not blaming any group. I'm not blaming the whites. I'm not blaming the Jews. I'm not blaming, the record label execs or anything like that. I'm not blaming no groups except for black people. Because, see, what they figured out a long time ago is that black people will do anything, say anything, represent anything for money. Money is the most important thing to us because we're the ones that go without it. Like, it's funny because years ago, I remember being on this podcast, right? Views from the Seven. Shout out to the guys. Right? And we were having this political conversation on, who we're voting for, Trump versus Biden, right? And I said, I'm voting Biden because I'm voting anybody with Trump. And all I heard was, well, Trump gave money to the HBCUs and, opportunity zones and so on and so forth. Let me ask you guys a question. If I have $10,000 in my pocket, straight cash, and I'm walking around and I run across you and you need $20 for gas or, to grab a little bit of groceries or, to go towards this bill or whatever the case, whatever you need the $20 for, and I give you $20, what did that $20 mean to me compared to what it meant to you? That $20 meant everything to you. You think I care about you because I gave you the $20. I gave you the $20 because the $20 didn't mean anything to me. See, when you have these record execs and people in powerful positions, to write checks and these movie producers and all of that. When you have these people cutting checks, they're cutting checks from a bottomless pit. That money they got, it don't end. It means nothing to them. It means everything to you. That money to the HBCUs meant everything to you. The opportunity zones meant everything to you. They're going to get paid off them opportunity zones. They're not worried about the money going to the HBCUs because no matter how many rich black people they help create, the money is going to come back to them. They're going to go buy Benzes and all of these fucking designer labels and all of that to separate themselves from anyone else in the black community. They're going to spend that money. That money is coming back to them. It's a bottomless pit. Y'all forgot that part. See, that's the type of shit I pay attention to. I pay attention to how people treat us. Y'all pay attention to where the money goes. I know the money don't mean shit. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. They paid Sammy Davis Jr. and Eartha Kitt and Pearl Bailey and the Mills Brothers and many other countless black acts. They paid them very well to go on stage, perform in front of a white audience, and then made sure they asses exited that establishment through the kitchen door. You bet not bring your black ass through that casino. You bet not walk that strip. Your black ass ain't staying here. You better get your ass to that west side to them Carry Arms. You better get your ass to that west side to them Cadillac Arms. You better get your ass to the west side to that Moulin Rouge. Fuck you thought it was over here. But they gave them the money. The money was there. Let some of them guys tell it, you could buy a third world country with the money they was paid by them same folks that wouldn't let them walk through the casino, stay in the hotel, swim in the pool, or none of that. So what does the money mean? What does the money do? They know they can control you by giving you money. So because they can control you by giving you money, they can control the message. See, we had so many artists, good artists, putting out good, real messages. It don't even get me started on it. There is no rap group today that can come out and talk about the first of the month and being broke and jumping on the bus and waiting on the welfare check. That ain't happening today. Everybody super rich, 17 chains around their necks, drive this G-Wagon and this goddamn Ferrari and this, and got this many homes and this many garages for their cars right off the bat. They don't even have a story you can grow with. The R&B today, what little R&B there is, completely sexual. Sexual just everywhere, just in your face. It's not even art anymore. The female rap, damn sure ain't no art in that. They come out and just say wop, wop, wop. When back in the day, artists like Missy Elliott would talk about sexual shit, but say sock it to me. There's no artistry in the game today. It's just a message that just boom right in your fucking face. But anyhow, see, in the 90s we had good music, real music. Music you can relate to. Music you can go home, if you were a woman and you did something to, mess up your relationship, you can go in the door and, you could be cooking dinner, and when he walk in the house, you can be listening and singing. Never meant to cause you no pain. I just want to go back to being the same. And I only want to make things right before you walk out my life. You could come home as a man knowing you messed up the night before. Come through the door feeling some type of way. Don't leave me, girl. Please stay with me tonight. I know my singing is terrible, but y'all get the message. Y'all get the message. We had R&B artists who were putting out every feeling you could possibly have in a relationship, and you were able to listen to things to get your mind right and to know what you need to do. You were able to express yourself because the music helped you. That's what it did. Today, it's none of that. Today is nothing but separation. And it's been happening little by little. Like, we had over 30 years now of bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. We've had, over 25 years of can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile? And then maybe we can chill. Not, can you treat me right? Can you be a good father to our kids? Can you be a devoted man to this household? None of that. It's can you pay my bills? And if you can't, I can't fuck with you. Over 20 years of all the ladies is independent. Throw your hands up at me. But it ain't even just that. INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? Yeah, it means there's going to be a whole lot of independent women saying they don't need no man, going out here having kids, breaking up relationships, and now we have kids growing up in broken homes. That's what that means. And Neo jumped in there too. Miss Independent, ooh, the way you shine. Yeah, you shining all right now. Yeah, inflation kicking your ass like a motherfucker. That's shining like a motherfucker. And this is not something that I'm trying to direct at women or, it. We all played our part. We all played a role in this. We all played a role when we stopped buying the music that did something. That Jagged Edge could never go number one. Or I don't even know if they went number one, number two, number three, whatever. They could never do that with Let's Get Married today. They can never break, the top 20 with I promise these things to you. So why would I let the thing go? Baby, I promise that I'll stay true. That ain't making the radio today. It ain't doing that today. What messages are we getting from R&B today? What messages are we getting from rap today? Just terrible shit. Just terrible shit. It's not even real life. It's just, I'm rich, look at me, I got bitches, this and that, from the male side. It's just, look at what I can do. I can fuck, suck, whatever the fuck, from the female side. I can twerk. That's what it is. I just did a video, asking the women, like, why your daughters don't know who Rhapsody is. Someone in the comments said, yeah, Rhapsody and Ciroc should be the ones that women are listening to. But those ain't names you ever hear. When you riding down the street and you hear somebody playing their music loud, they not playing Eve. They not playing that. I can't be no bird in a cage. They not playing that shit. They wop, wop, wop. Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. That's what they playing. You have really good male R&B artists out there. Shout out Vito. Vito just dropped a really good one with Mood Swings, right? But y'all not paying attention to Vito. Y'all not paying attention to Eric Bellinger. Y'all don't want to hear the messages. Y'all don't want to hear the one thing missing is you. I got everything that I want. I promise all I'm missing is you. Y'all don't want to hear that shit. Let it be organic. Y'all don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Only you can make me feel the way you do. You do. That's not what the fuck y'all want to hear. You're my first lady. My first lady. Baby, you're my number one. I'll put you second to none. That is not what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear these hoes ain't loyal. Y'all want to hear I got a man, but I want you. Y'all gonna hear, I don't, need you. I don't need you. I don't need you, but I want you. What the fuck is y'all talking about today? What are y'all talking about? But see, they got us. They got us right where they want us because they put the money in a certain place. And they knew we were going to take the money because we have never denied the money. There is one fucking person that has denied the money. There is no coincidence that he is the one fucking person that can say whatever the fuck he want to say. Dave Chappelle, the only one that denied the fucking money. Man's a fucking king. You can't do nothing to him. He lived by his own rules because he denied the money. He go on that stage, talk about whatever the fuck he want to talk about. Because they can't control him. They can't control him. He denied the money. But who else denied the money? Nobody else. Why is Beyonce married talking about all the single ladies? Why is that the case? And it's not to say that Beyonce is responsible for this, that, or the third. It's just a question. Beyonce has represented black women, very well, in my opinion. But at the same time, we got to hold her accountable for the damage she has done. I really don't get it. We have people that, and this goes on YouTube all day too. I see people in the red pill community that do a whole lot of talking, that don't add up. I'd never sit up here and act like my marriage don't mean nothing to me. Like, I'll never sit up here and act like my wife don't mean nothing to me. I know for a fact that I am where I am in life because my wife was along here with me. It's just that. My success is directly attributed to her being here along this ride with me. Period. Would I have been successful had I not got married? Probably, yeah. Like, I feel like I'm the same person. But, has she made that a whole lot fucking easier? Fuck yeah. When I go to work and all I got to worry about is going to work, and I come home and I ain't got to worry about nothing at home because she took care of all of that. The kids is in order, the home is in order, the food is in order, all of that. All I had to do was go and fucking get this money to take care of these bills. Tell you one thing my wife never worries about is a bill. Is a rent getting paid? Is a car note being paid? Is an insurance getting taken care of? Is a groceries going to be there? Are the kids going to have school money, lunch money for school? Things my wife never has to worry about. That's not her job. Even if I was short on something, it's not her worry. It's mine. And when I come home, the home is not my worry. It's hers. The only time I'm worried is when the toilet don't work. When a room don't have electricity. That's it. Then I go to work. That's the only time I'm worried about the home. We have gotten so far away from each other. The black women do not like the black men. The black men do not like the black women. That is a fucking problem. And it's all because we took the money. Y'all want to know why these youngsters out here running these streets wild as fuck? Ask Ice-T why. Ice-T will be quick as fuck to say, he the one that started gangster rap, not NWA. What the fuck is his first album called? Rhyme Pays. I'm a nightmare talking, psychopath walking. Because rhyme pays. That's why that shit came out my mouth on wax. Because rhyme pays. Let me give y'all something, a soundtrack to, do this gangster shit too. Oh, he ain't the only one that knew that rhyme pays. Then came everyone else. Open the floodgates. Oh shit, I'm a gangster too. Let me talk about this shit. Let me talk about this shit. Because I'm a gangster too. So many motherfuckers got paid from gangster rap. In the 90s for sure. So many motherfuckers got paid. Look what they getting paid right now for that drill music. Them youngsters is iced out, cashed out, all of that. While it's a whole bunch of youngsters out in these streets dying behind that. Smoking on the ops behind that. We will do, say, or represent anything for money. And that's not to say money ain't important as far as, the world we live in. I mean, obviously, this channel is called Reality is Undefeated. I'm in tune with reality. The reality is you need to have some type of money. But at what risk are you going to do? What are you going to risk for the money? What are you going to give up for the money? It's a whole lot of youngsters locked up right now behind getting some money, getting to some money, getting to it the way that they heard somebody getting to it in a song. Robbing motherfuckers, robbing stores, all of that shit. I remember like here in Vegas, a few years ago when the motherfuckers robbed the goddamn a liquor place. And they brought him to the back to open up the safe, and he didn't know the code to open up a safe, so he killed them. They didn't even get the money and got a fucking murder charge. Got a life sentence. They didn't even get the money. But they got the life sentence. They got the L. We know they wasn't listening to no Jagged Edge. Ain't got respect for. We know they wasn't listening to that. Look how many songs they remixing now from the 90s that, sounds like it sonically, but the message is completely different. Let's take Aaliyah, for example. Can I come over? Can I stop by to see you tonight? Aaliyah was talking about coming over, chilling, being in the presence of the young man. Kehlani talking about coming over and getting on some freaky shit. I love Kehlani too. Love her motherfucking music. When Kehlani get on the track, Kehlani to me, she get on that track, and as far as the how good the track sound, she jump on the track and she sound like T-Pain when she jump on tracks. See, T-Pain, when T-Pain would jump on them hooks or jump on the track go to the whole nother level. Kehlani jump on that motherfucker and do the same thing. But, just because she jump on the track and it sound better, it don't mean that we can't hold her accountable. Everybody got to get this. Everybody got to get this. Aaliyah said, your love is a 1 in a million. Normani said, show me you outside, boy. I'm telling y'all, man, the artistry today, it just ain't there. It just ain't there. They just direct with it. Wop, 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 wop. Wop, 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 wop. It's just right there in your face. So what are we going to do about this? What are we going to do? We can't go back. We can't go backwards. We can't go and, reintroduce R&B. The last male R&B group that even got introduced to the goddamn game was manufactured from a reality TV show. The last R&B groups introduced to the game were manufactured from a reality TV show. Day 26. That's the last male R&B group I remember forming. Outside of TGT, 3 veterans put out a great album, but did nothing else. What are we going to do? We have a bunch of destructive messages in our community. A whole lot of people getting rich off the destructive messages. A whole lot of people that are youngsters aspiring to be the same damn thing and put out more destructive messages so that they can get paid and get their family out of situations also. Why? This is one thing I don't get. Let me make it very clear. I'm not looking for my kids to do anything for me. Like, why are we looking for our kids to get us out of situations? Y'all pushing y'all, you know what? That's a whole nother show. Let me just stop. That's a whole nother show. I need to write that one down. What are we going to do? Y'all attack the messengers. Every messenger that gets on camera, gets on wax, gets on anything and tries to do something that helps correct the path that we're going down, y'all attack them. I just had a person jump in the comments of one of my shorts this morning where I say, when did we call dudes that shoot up homes from outside of it real niggas? When did we stop calling them cowards? This person commented, ain't nothing coward about that. It's just gangster. That's the type of individuals we created. What are we going to do about this? Y'all are shooting every messenger that comes with a message. Y'all killed Kevin Samuels. That man died, y'all threw barbecues and all kind of shit. Happy as fuck. Because he was trying to get the black family together. Y'all killed that man. Stop attacking the messenger. Accept the message. Kendrick does a song called We Cry Together, where a man and a woman are arguing on a track. Absolute brilliance on wax. Well, ain't nobody trying to listen to that. Why would I want to listen to two people arguing and so on and so forth? You don't want to listen to it, but you tune into it. Oh, Mona Scott done made millions off of you tuning into that. Oh, yeah. Ray J and Princess. Cha-ching. Stevie J and Jocelyn. Cha-ching. Erica Mena, Savari. Cha-ching. Blueface, Krishan Rock. Cha-ching. Y'all tune into that. But you can't listen to We Cry Together. You want to know why you can't listen to We Cry Together? Because We Cry Together don't have a face on it. We Cry Together just sounds like something. And you don't want to listen to it because it might sound like you. See, it's easy to watch TV and see it coming from somebody else. That's their situation. But yeah, when that mirror turns your way, what you ducking for? It's just you. What you ducking for? Listen, we have to find some way to get the black family together. Every problem that the black community has, in order to resolve that problem, we are going to have to start by getting the black family back together. All right? That's going to mean a whole lot of accountability across the board. A whole lot of accountability. A whole lot of apologizing. A whole lot of healing. A whole lot of hearing a lot of things that you don't want to hear in order for you to receive the message. It's going to be a whole lot of it. And I'll start first. I'll start first by apologizing and holding myself accountable for the things that I have done to help bring upon this situation. So black women, I apologize. I apologize because when I was younger, I made a whole lot of music, and in that music, I called black women everything but black women. I helped to perpetuate this falsehood that black women were not worthy of the respect that they deserved, that their worth wasn't as high as other women across this globe, when in fact that wasn't true. Black women are very smart, very beautiful, and they are the women that women across this globe aspire to be like. You know, they aspire to have your curves. They aspire to wear your cornrows. They aspire to be able to give kisses with lips as full as the ones that you guys were born with. I hope you guys accept this apology. It is my wishes that other men come out and apologize, and that black women also follow suit in apologizing to the men where they feel like they have made a mistake along this journey. But one thing is for sure, we have to get on the same page. We have to. I have 3 daughters that I want to see grow up and be married to black men. I have a son that I want to see grow up and be married to a black woman. I have, dreams of being a great grandparent and seeing this legacy that I have left behind. Seeing this family tree that I have left behind, seeing that all of these people and knowing that I played a role in why they're here. That's what I want to have. That's what I want to have. That's what I want to attain. And so, like I say, we are in a gender war, but it don't mean that we got to keep fighting. We could put down the weapons. Yeah, we could put down the insults. We could put down the derogatory terms. Yeah, we could put down the sharp actions, the leaving the home every time there's an argument, the using child support as a weapon. We could put down those divorce papers. We can go to counseling. We can work through this. That's what we can do. if we so choose to do so. Or we can keep going down the path we're going down, and we can watch the black community in America dwindle away. We can continue to watch our sons go to prison over stupid shit. We can continue to watch our daughters sell their bodies for $1. We can continue to do that. It's not my wish. Not my wish at all.